welcome back to my channel. I am eca.fairy, and in today's video we are talking about how for 2 weeks I matched the color of my makeup to the colors from my outfit and what happened. This might sound a bit strange to you in the beginning, but you should know that I kind of thought about it as an experiment because I really want to be more creative with my makeup looks and with my outfits, and I'm mostly referring to the colors that I am using because if you've been following me for a while, you definitely know that I gravitate towards more neutral makeup looks with like browns, pinks, and that would be all in general. I don't really reach for blue or green or yellow or so on, unfortunately. Even though I do have makeup palettes that would really offer diversity and variety when it comes to my makeup choices, I am just stuck in some patterns and I was kind of tired of that. I felt like spring weather inspired me to do more colorful makeup looks, hence how I succeeded for now for 2 weeks to match my makeup to my outfit every single day. I did not once go out without makeup or without matching my makeup to my outfit, and this was an actual pretty big thing for me because lately I've fallen into this pattern of just putting on some face makeup, putting on some mascara and being done with it. And obviously, yeah, in this video I'm not wearing eye makeup. I apologize for that. I don't feel like it's appropriate for this video, honestly, because I'm talking about how doing colorful eyeshadow changed my life, basically, while I'm not wearing any, which isn't nice or fair to the point of the video. But anyways, I'm going to try to explain to you what I discovered, what happened during these 2 wonderful weeks. So first of all, I have a pretty colorful closet actually. Like, I would say, yeah, I have a lot of staples that are black, white, gray, and also a lot of like dark colors, but I'm tired of being stuck in that specific pattern of just wearing those clothes. So the first thing that happened when I forced myself to match the color of my eyeshadow to the color of my outfit is the fact that I was actually inspired to incorporate more colors into my outfit, because it was literally the point of doing my makeup to match it, so I wouldn't repeat the same exact eyeshadow look every single day. I wanted to incorporate more brighter colors, more pastel colors into my outfits, because even though I love them, I just have a hard time using them like in outfits, like actually wearing them, and I have quite a few, so that's like a waste. That used to be a waste. Now I'm more inspired to actually use these clothes and try to match them up in various outfits that I wouldn't think of. I actually got more creative. I got out of this office style look that I was in with just wearing some pants and a shirt, and yeah, that was all like, yeah, that's nice, that's elegant as well, that looks really put together. But I was tired of that because it didn't offer that much variety in my outfits, and it didn't have so much personality. Like, I didn't feel like my personality was truly shining through with that kind of outfit choice. But now it does, because I'm so inspired and I'm so drawn towards color combinations that I usually wouldn't do. Like, for example, wearing yellow and green at the same time. Like, you wouldn't catch me doing that right before, because I was like afraid of color in a certain way. Or like this, for example, this look, I loved it. It was my first time wearing blue eyeshadow. Like, I wouldn't say in forever, because I have worn blue eyeshadow, but only like experimental looks, in makeup looks, but not to actually like go somewhere. And I wore this to uni. I was really happy, I was really confident, and this brings me to basically my second point. What happened when I started doing this? My confidence was boosted. I did not expect for my confidence to get this sort of boost from me just in colors in my outfits and in my makeup, but it did, because it made me feel like I was actually putting effort into my look and putting effort into what I was wearing, and actually creativity was valued again in a way. Like, I actually used my creativity and I had to think before and plan, and that hyped me up a lot. And then when I saw the outfit, it looked like what I had in my head, and it just made me so confident and so self-reassured that I looked nice, that I was actually happy with what I was wearing and happy with my makeup. And that's what matters most, I think, honestly. Not being trendy, not wearing like the most expensive thing or the most trendy thing or so on, just feeling like yourself. I feel like we have been losing this sense of self because of social media. Obviously, we are just doing what feels cool and what we see cool in other people, and we rarely stop and think, does this actually make me feel good? I feel empowered doing these things? Probably not. Like in many cases, no. In many cases, we just feel confident or cool or so on because we saw somebody else doing that. And as a preface to this, I don't know if anybody else is doing this kind of thing, like always like everyday matching their outfit to their makeup and so on. I'm not saying that I came up with this or that I invented this. However, this was my personal inspiration to do this for myself. I didn't see it anywhere online, like this kind of idea. No, this was just something that I had in my head because for a while I wanted to wear blue eyeshadow and I just couldn't justify doing that. Then I thought I am going to have to start wearing blue clothes, right, in order for it to look the same. And then I actually started with this outfit that I was telling you about with the yellow eyeshadow. As you can see, I started a bit more tame, just yellow in the inner corner because I felt like it would be dangerous for me to use yellow on my whole eye. However, I don't know what day this was, but as you can see, I am rocking the blue eyeshadow. This is a more like cooler toned, gray toned eyeshadow, but anyways, it really did complement the look. It was definitely what I needed in the look. All in all, this obviously made me happier with the way that my outfit looked because it didn't just look like something that I threw on and went out the door. It looked planned. It made me confident because it looked planned. And because it looked planned, it actually looked more put together in my opinion. Like the fact that I coordinated my clothes and my makeup, it just had this very homogeneous vision to it. This very, yes, this is what I intended for it to look like kind of vibe. And I'm saying put together in the sense that I actually looked like my wardrobe had a vision and that my outfits had a vision. And I know that for most of them you might be like, okay, you just have a skirt on and a blouse on and that's it. But for me, this was a pretty big step actually, like incorporating so much color into my outfits. So even though they might not look that unique, obviously, because they aren't, they do have vision behind them and they do have a lot of thought behind them because, as I was telling you, I do have quite the colorful wardrobe actually, but I just never reach for those clothes. And yeah, that's just not fair to them and I want that to change. And this brings me to another point, but I don't know which number that would be, is the fact that I wore clothes that I would never have worn before. Like I had them, but I had never worn them before, and I actually thought that for some of them I was going to not necessarily get rid of them, put them somewhere very far back in the wardrobe where I could just like reach them in case I ever needed them. I literally thought that I was never going to wear this dress, for example, even though I recently got it. I was really hyped about it. It was thing, I don't know, that just made me too afraid to put it on. Just felt too particular for a particular occasion in my head. But no, I have to stop doing that. I have to stop preserving clothes for an occasion that never comes. And I've heard a lot of people talking about this recently, which is probably what also kind of motivates me to still keep going and still wear the clothes that I'm keeping for a special occasion. And I really love the fact that these 2 weeks have helped me realize how much of my clothes actually have so much potential that would go unseen. And these 2 weeks have actually really boosted my creativity overall, so not just my confidence but the way that I look at my clothes and what I envision from them. And as a small disclaimer though, now I'm not necessarily wearing makeup in this video and I haven't for the past few days because my eye got a bit swollen one morning, like not a bit, just really swollen. It went down eventually during that day, but I don't know what that was and I was kind of freaked out and I didn't want to use like a lot of eyeshadow that could get into my eyes, and that's why however, I am going to keep this experiment going. And this would be like I went to the opera and this is what I wore. This was the pink makeup and this was actually a ballet night. I went to see Coppelia and I wanted it to basically envision this kind of tutu lake outfit. Honestly, let me know how I did down in the comment section. I would love to hear your feedback on my ideas and the combinations that I'm making with my outfits and my makeup. Maybe even some ideas would be really welcome. And the last point pretty much that I realized in the course of these past days is, and I'm sure you've heard a lot of people talking about this lately, talking about customizing your avatar, which is basically treating your wardrobe and your look and your outfits as if you are from a game or from a show. And in these, like in the game for example, you are pretty much free to just customize your avatar and customize it to its full potential, to use really fun clothes or really specific outfit choices. Those people are right when they are saying that we are not customizing our avatar to our full potential, like most of us aren't. Obviously, you should still be comfortable with the clothes that you're wearing and they should still be in your price range, but the point of this is to actually get really creative with the clothes that you already have, or to get really creative with styles that are accessible to you and styles that speak to you and inspire you. And this is something that I have tried to do and failed in the past couple of months, to incorporate into the idea to customize my avatar and myself. Not my full potential, because I know I could do more obviously, but to like a bigger extent. These weeks have actually kind of directed me on that path. I feel like I'm customizing my avatar, to say so, more than ever, and this actually helped me feel free, like free with my makeup and my outfits, and like free of trends and social constraints and social expectations of how I'm supposed to be dressed. I don't know why, but I internalized a lot of these things in the past few years, and in this attempt to not look like a teenager anymore, I was really just chasing looking like an old lady sometimes. And I'm not saying that's bad, I still love looking like an old lady, like dressing like an old lady, because that's like really cool and vintage and really fun as well. Like old ladies have really cool styles. However, my point is that this helped me feel free, not only in these senses but also in the sense that I don't care so much about the outfit anymore. It has so much thought put into it, and I know this is kind of a paradox, I'm aware of that. However, maybe it makes sense to you as well. To me, it makes a lot of sense. The fact that I'm giving myself this creative freedom and I'm just putting these items of clothing together actually makes me care less about the way I look, because I had so much fun creating the outfit and having the process of creativity and of the makeup in itself. And I think that's the most important thing that I realized in these past few days, and I reached this freedom aspect that I am really in love with. So I definitely suggest you get creative in one way or another with your outfits, with your makeup. It's really fun. Like, I promise you, it's so fun. You're probably going to love it as much as I am. I'm really reaching for makeup colors that I used to be scared of and to avoid, and now I don't see why I used to be like that. They are one of the most flattering colors on me, and I feel like I'm using my wardrobe and my makeup collection to its full potential, let's say now, and I'm just so happy with this decision. I really hope this video inspired you, and if you've done anything similar, let us know down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you fairies next time. Bye!